Hi guys, today I want to show you how to make website menu bars, and I'm going to move with speed. Before I go any further, it's important to introduce myself. I'm Ken, and I am a YouTuber. Before the video ends, I'll share with you a link to where you can get my video tutorials. I love YouTubing, and programming is I am a lover of computer programming. The menu bar that we are going to see how to develop today is this is it. I have an imaginary company called IntelliCode Inc., and the slogan for the company is Code with Pros. This is the contact, which is also imaginary. It's good to know that everything here is imaginary, but of course I've used my phone number. Yes, so this is the menu bar we are going to develop. Seeing because this is an imaginary company, you have the vision, mission, career, contacts, the web, and I have different web programming languages: HTML, JavaScript, front-end web development languages, and back-end like PHP and MySQL. I also have Django, which is a Python framework for development of website. I have iOS and Android, the mobile phones that we have, the applications. Some of the languages used to develop them are these: the Kotlin, we have Python, React Native. We have desktop applications, and these are programming languages that I've selected that are used to develop these. Because I love data so much, we have M&D and data analysis. Stata here is the SAS, SPSS, R, and Tableau for data visualization. Of course, there are several other data tools outside there. The list is big. Very quickly, I'll take you to the code editor. I'm using Sublime Text, and I'm going to show us how to develop a website menu bar. This is a code editor that I'm going to use, and I want to create a new file. I'm going to save my new file in let me select. I'm going to save it in the disk D in menu, the folder menu. Inside that folder, I'm going to keep it here, and I want to name it index.html. You can save it as .htm or .html. Yes. Then now I start my coding right inside here, HTML. That is it. I want to give my title to the web page as IntelliCode Inc. Then in the header section, I want to add a meta tag. Meta. I want to add actually another meta there, because I want a responsive website which will fit in all screen sizes, be it mobile devices of whichever sizes and computer devices, regardless of the sizes. So I want to add another meta tag here, meta, and because the aim is to fit into sizes, so I'll have name equal viewport inside the quotation viewport, inside viewport. Then here I have content equal again there equal width equal device width. This should be an hyphen, device width, comma outside that. Just right inside I have comma equal initial scale equal 1, and just simply to close the meta tag. After that, one thing that is so important, I'm going to use W3 CSS for styling majorly, and I want to create a link. I have chosen to create a link to that file, the CSS within the header section. So I will have link. Then now here I have the type text stock CSS, and then href. In the href here I want to give the name IntelliCode dot CSS, and you see that CSS file I have not created it yet, so I'll have to create it. For that matter, I have to open another file, save. I want to save it right inside here, IntelliCode.css. That is it. You must save it as .css because it's a CSS file, IntelliCode.css, just to confirm whether the spelling is right, because otherwise we will not achieve whatever we want. I already have a CSS that I've prepared, a CSS prepared here, and that's what I want to import to this work, just right inside here. So this is the CSS. Allow it to open. This is it. So I want to copy this CSS. Let me just scroll through so that you see the CSS. This is W3 CSS already prepared, and this is what I want to use as for styling. Of course there's much to this, and I hope you continue subscribing to the channel so that you get to learn more about styling. So I will paste it right there. That is the CSS for styling that we are going to use. And now right inside the body section, I want to move right inside the body section. And the first thing, because this is the website that we are creating, if you look at this, the header section, this is the header, this space here. It is divided into three. I have logo here of the imaginary company. The name of the company appears at the center. Then towards the top right, I have the contact us. So I want to divide this into three, and now I come to the header. Before I get to the header, I want to divide the body. I want to create a div inside the body. So div. Now because I want many elements appear inside the div, I want to create a class, the class equal to W3 container, because I'm using W3 CSS, W3 container. Now right inside the W3 the div, I want to create a header, within that header. Now I want to come up with three divisions, simply to cover up on this and to take care of this, because as you can see we have three divisions. This is the first one, the second, third. The first division I want to create for the first quarter. So what I simply do, I create a division, div, within here, and now within that division I want to create a class here, class, and now W3. I want to create another W3 container, W3 container. Then I want to also create, not outside the quotation, I want to create a W3 quarter, because I want W3 quarter. Now within the division, now I come to what is called the image for the logo. That's what I want to put there. So, and I want an image tag, img. So for the image tag, you must give the source. I simply come here, and this is actually the logo I want to use. So I must copy this logo right inside the folder that I'm using. So paste it right there. So, and the name, it is actually these are PNG files. So web logo 3, this is web logo 3.png. the extension must be there for it to make sense when you are running. But again, I also want to create what is called an inline style sheet. CSS, we have internal styling, we have inline and external styling. Here I want to create an inline inline style sheet. Under the inline style sheet, I want the logo, the width of the logo, I want as let the width be 100 pixel, 100 px. Then I close there with a semicolon. Then I also want padding, the space between the top of the screen and where the logo is. So I want padding top. I simply want is at 10 pixel, 10 px. Now with the 10 px, remember, because look, this is styling, at every time you must close it with a semicolon, and after that I think as far as the logo is concerned, we are good to go. Let me just try. We run the code, just highlight and right click, open in browser. When you open in browser, let's wait to see what's coming. That's our website to this end. As you can see, the logo is rightly placed on the top left. Now we are continuing with the development of this. Look at I want to create another division. Now I want to create another div. So div, creating another division there. The first thing, actually, I want to move this one down here. Then now class equal I want to create here class equal w3 container. I think this, I hope the spelling is so good. W3 container. Then now I want w3 half. The reason why I want w3 half, I already have first quarter plus another half, that is 3 quarters. So 3 quarters, that means towards the top right, I'm only remaining with a section for quarter. So I want the title to occupy half. So I have w3 half. Again, I also want w3 text center. Actually, I want w3 center, because simply what this means, I want it to occupy the center. So w3 center. Another thing that I want is the color of the text. So w3 text green. If up to that end, the only thing that is now remaining, I want to create something that looks like a paragraph tag. Then I input the name of the imaginary company. So paragraph. Within the paragraph, I want to create what is called, I want to create it in bold, and I use strong. Strong is the tag for creating it in bold. So inside the strong, I type the title of the imaginary company, IntelliCode Inc. And I want to create what is called the slogan. So again, I want to break. So BR to move to the next paragraph. So after breaking, now I'll write code with us. No, the spelling is not right. Code with us. And one other thing, perhaps let me add here, w3 medium. Then let's try, just save, and let's try to run our code to see to this far where are we as far as development of the site is. We run. There we are. And it's important to actually know that we were expecting it, the title of the imaginary company to be placed, half, exactly half, but that seems not to be the case. So we have to really scrutinize and ask ourselves why that is not happening. So we have to get back to our code. Even the color is not green, so we have to get back to the code to find out where perhaps the mistake or the error is. So this is where we are. W3 container, that is it. W3 medium, W3 half, W3 center, W3 text, green. Where might the error be? So that's as far as computer programming is. That is it. So we have to find out where probably the mistake comes from. Where the mistake comes from. So this is the div tag. This is the div tag. IntelliCode Inc. W3 container, W3 medium, W3 half, W3 half. So what happened when we started the division? This probably is where the error is. Division, that's our division. Let me run it again. Save this. Let me rerun just to refresh this. Nothing is forthcoming. So where might the error be? Container, medium, W3 half, W3 center, W3 center, W3 half, W3 text, green, strong, paragraph, division. I have seen where the error is. It's good. This good, so good. Actually, this we have written this inside of a closing division. So we should carry the whole of this. That was a closing div. We should type, this one should be here. This should be here, and then now we carry this. This is it. It should appear here. This should appear there. So save. I hope now everything is okay. Save. After saving, highlight, right click, run in browser, open in browser. Wonderful. That's where we are. That's programming as far as you should know it. You must be able to figure out where there probably exists a mistake. So I want to create another div, and the other div that I actually want to create, is for the contactors. So div, that is it. Then inside here, I want class W3 container. Then that div again, it's occupying a quarter, so W3 quarter. W3 quarter. Another thing that perhaps is important, the text of that contactors. So W3 text in this case now let's make it blue, blue, text blue, w3 text blue. Save, because we actually want to we are making something that looks like this, as we saw in the first the template for what we are making. The text here is blue, so I want w text blue, w3 text blue. So if the text is blue, inside here I want to create contact us. So if that is the div, I want to create something that look as head. I want to create heading 6. Let me give this heading 6. So inside the heading 6, I want to give it contact us. Now after the contact us, I create a paragraph. I want to create paragraph. Sorry for that. P, paragraph. Now for the paragraph, inside the paragraph I want to come up with what is called technology road, then a comma. After the comma, before I close the paragraph, let me move this one down. I want what is called a break. I want break, BR, telling it to move the next thing to the next line, the next word to the next line. So Technoguru, as if that is the name of the town, so in capital, Technoguru. Again, I want Technoguru maybe here now full stop, as if that's the name of the town. Then another break. After the break now, I want the phone number. Maybe I put here phone number, phone. Perhaps I do this in capital. Phone, colon, then plus 2547515785507. Then another break tag. Sorry for that. Break, B, small letters, BR. After the BR, now email, another imaginary email address. Email, now IntelliCode dot info. Emails, let's start with info at IntelliCode.com. Please note that there is an imaginary email address. So after the email address, we can simply close we can close the paragraph as it is there. So after that, perhaps we save, we run selection, open in browser. Wonderful. That is it. That's what it's showing us. It's important to know that you must not run it always. You can come and just refresh the browser here, and it will always give you. This is where we are this far. So one thing that is remaining is this kind of menu bar. I know it will be long to develop this, but maybe I just show one so that we will see how it gets to develop. I hope the video is not that long, but it's important to see how this one gets to develop slowly by slowly. So I want to get outside the header. But still within the body tag. I want to come up with what is called, remember this was a closing div inside the body, so I want to come up with what is called a list. I want to come up with what is called a list, but then I have to start with what is called an ordered list, UL. Now within the UL, first of all, because it's a UL and we are using W3 CSS, so class I want to come up with class w3 container w3. Actually, I want, because I'm creating a navigation bar, so I want w3 nav bar, w3 nav bar. I hope the spelling is okay. Then w3, I want w3 card. I want w3 card, and the card, I want card 2. Then w3 blue. I want the menu bar, we are going to have it blue, so w3 blue, w3 blue. Up to that far, within now very well, I want to create several li tags, which is also called the list tags. So li, so inside that li, I want to create the first one. Actually, that I'm creating this. I want to create this, the home button, home menu. This is what I'm creating. So I want to come up here with what is called first of all, because I'm looking forward to even creating a link for that button, so I have to come up with what is called a link tag, and that is I have a there. So then index.html, that one perhaps maybe perhaps at this time I can decide to put no, it's called hashtag, the hashtag. Then I simply give here the name there I can give, because it's a home, so let there be the word home. I tap the word home, because as you've seen, we have already closed the li tag. Then what next that is so important there. Let's try to run up to that end, so that in case there's any other thing, we can see what is happening. Now it was this, so that is it. Nothing is showing to this end, so I have to find out where particularly, or what next, why I am not able to see anything in the code that I've just developed. Did I save? Let me save. Let me try to save. Did I save? But then again, I have to look at the code itself, whether I've placed things rightly, that's very important, because remember, as I told you, you can mess in these things. Now I want to create, you see the home button, the home menu, it doesn't have drop downs, and now that it doesn't have drop downs, it's important that I want to create another menu for about us, and I'm going to create for it drop downs. So another li tag, another li tag, and now within that li tag, I'm going to come up with a class. Let class be here. Class, that is a class. Now the class, because I want a drop down, and I want one that you can hover through, so w3 drop down hover, w3 drop down hover. This is how we write it, w3 drop down hover. And after that, now here I create a link here, that is that is it. Now inside the href, as I said, we can at this moment place a hashtag. then rightly insert there before after closing not really, before closing the link tag. This is where we are writing. We are going to write here. We are writing here our about us, and because within this we have let me just run this. We run selection. Let's refresh here. Let's refresh. That is it. Nothing is showing up to this end, and that should get us the more worried whether we are on the right track. We should be the more worried whether we are on the right track. Let me save here the WC3 CSS, then here no, we are not there. This is where we are. And then we have IntelliCode. This is where we are. So let me try run, or else we look at what perhaps might be the challenge. Still not there. So we are going to still continue as we code. We are going to continue checking why our code is not showing anything. Wonderful. I think I'm noticing what may be the cause of this. Let's continue. I will figure it. So because inside that list we want to create contents. We want to create contents having drop downs. So I want to create another div. I want to create a div here. So let us have a div. This is div, and I want to move this one here. I want to create a div here. So div, that is our div. Now here, then I want to move this one here. I want to create a class, and I want this class. Within the class, I want W3 drop down content. W3 drop down content. W3 drop down content. I think I've typed it. We should have an hyphen there because see, this programming, and that's W3 CSS. It's 3 CSS. It has its own way of coding. Then I want W3 blue. I want to paint it blue. We are not able to see the home because of the text color, and therefore I want to paint it blue. So W3 blue, W3 blue. So now W3 blue. Then I also want the drop downs to have what is called a card. I want to create them inside a card. So W3 card. Now this is card 4. I want to give it card 4. After that, I want to have links. Now these links, I simply have a here. I want how many of them I have. Getting here, I have here, actually here. What's this that's happening here? The 1, 2, 3 vision and mission, career, contact. Vision and mission, career, contact. So allow me first of all, let me deal with this so I can create hash. Can do hash. Then inside here, vision and mission, then that's the first one. So allow me have three of these, three of them. So the second one is career. Career has I think it's a single R, career. Then we have here contacts. That is right inside the div. So let's see what happens to that, and right click, open in browser. Nothing is there. We are still getting to see what perhaps may be the problem in our code that's making it not to generate to us what we want. This is programming. W3 navbar, W3 card true, W3 blue. Thank you. The UL, closing UL, it should be blue. W3 navbar. Did I write the navbar well? W3 navbar, W3 navbar, W3 card 2, W3 card 2, W3. Wonderful. I've seen where the challenge is. Thank you so much. That is where the error is. W3 blue, W3 blue. So save. After saving, let me check whether there is another error, perhaps W3 drop down. Let's run the selection. Run. Still we are not there, so we have to figure out. There's likely to be another mistake which we must figure out. There's likely to be another mistake that is preventing it to give us the desired result. So we have UL, that is an ordered list, home, index.html, that's okay, index.html, li tag, that's li tag, the link href, that's it. Before we close there, we have home, then we close the link, home, and we close the link. That is in order. Then because we have closed the li tag, we have closed the li tag. What about up here? I think up there is superb. We have to check where the error is, because we want our code to give us the desired result. We want it to give us the desired result. Save, then let me refresh. What might be the error? Where is the error coming from? That is programming, and we have to be keen. Href li so this div is closing this div. After the div we have to close the li. After the div we have closed the li. We have the li close HTML is no s. HTML, there's no s there, there's no s. HTML, index.html, href, li w3 nub. What do we have here? We have here, what do we have there? What do we have there? We have to figure out the cause of the error. For that is programming for us. That is programming for us. Li class w3 drop down, w3 card, let's check ul w3 we have here w3, let me see, w3 blue navbar, we want the navbar to be blue. What is the error? So let me save this, Ctrl S. I know there is a small thing, and that small thing is what we are trying to unpack so that we would run our code. Let me add w3 container, Ctrl S. There it is. We left w3 container. Because we are using w3 CSS. We left w3 container, and this is our menu bar up to this end. As you can see, we are still having a look. As we hover, we are seeing gray. We are seeing gray as we hover. But look, we can change it to what we want. As you have seen, it is important to know that we left w3 container, and that's why our code was not running. I want to create another menu bar. I want to create another menu option for this. And for us to create another menu option, see that we have closed the li. So for us to create another menu option, we have to create another li just within the uli tag. So li, not a link. So li, so I create li. Now for the li, within the li, I have to give this our li, so class, because I want the very same one. I want this one. I want a menu with the drop downs, this one, and I'm going to call it web. Then I give these ones, so I have to come up with what is called let me give what is called the leading menu here is called the web. So I do this. First of all, I have to know that I'm talking about a drop down. So class w3 drop down hover. I want drop down w3 drop down hover, w3 drop down hover. Then inside the li tag, I come up with a link tag I come up with a link tag. Then now this, of course, I can give it hashtag. Then here I call it web. It can run. If I run, as I said earlier, you simply refresh this. This is where we are. Simply refresh. We have it web there. If we have it web there, so we want to create these drop downs, these ones, some like this. Remember, we want to create something like this, so we want to create drop downs there. So we are back here, and now down we have to come up with the divs having drop down content. I have to come up with a div. So another div like this one, having drop down content, div having drop down content. So class. So I have drop w3 drop down content, w3 drop down content. Then w3 let me make it blue, because we decided we are using blue. w3 blue. Then another thing that we have here, w3 card 4, a similar one like this. So w3 card 4, w3 card 4. So inside the div that we have just created, we create links. So a here, then we can give it hashtag. Then we have HTML. Then after that, how many are they? So I copy that. How many are they? I have here 1 2 3 4 5 6. So I come here. This space is big. This space is so big. So 2 3 4 5 6 HTML. Now which ones were they? I have here CSS, JavaScript, PHP. So CSS, JavaScript, PHP. So CSS, let this be CSS, JavaScript, PHP. Then I want my SQL here, a server-side programming, back-end, my SQL. which is normally pronounced as MySQL. Then I want Django, a Python framework, Django. Now after that, friends, because the video seems to be very long, I just want to create the two menus. Save, we save. After saving, we can come here. Actually, let's do it from this end. Highlight, then open in browser. What's coming? That's it. That's it. As you can see, it's developing very nicely. Friends, I hope you are enjoying the video and the tutorial to this end, and that you continue to subscribe to my channel. I call it iStat Research. That's where you'll find many of my tutorials. I place them there, and this was a tutorial on how to develop website menu bars. As you can see, this is how we are unpackaging this. The tutorial has taken long because remember, this is programming, and some other time you make errors and you have to figure out where there is a mistake so that you mend it. But by the end of the day, we were expecting to create a menu bar for an imaginary company, and this was our template and whatever we wanted to create. I hope you have enjoyed the tutorial, and that you continue to subscribe to iStat Research YouTube channel. It is my desire that we continue learning. Up to that end, I wish you well as you continue learning and sharpening your skills in HTML, CSS, and JavaScript programming. As we continue, you'll get to learn more on how to do it. Thank you. Bye bye.